Gotta be ready for my odoroid look. Some chirogram or whatever. Whatever bullshit this game wants to throw at me. Let's go make some fucking deliveries. Let's go make some fucking deliveries, shall we? Play in your babies. Baby's on dial-up. Gonna play some Duke Nukem with his friends.
You do know what day it is today, don't you? Is it Mommy's birthday? Is it BB's birthday? No. But today is a very special day, all the same.
It's my birthday.
A special day for a special someone. You may
Does Mads Mikkelsen know my birthday?
but I haven't. Happy birthday.
Oh my god! Happy birthday to me! Mads Mikkelsen told me happy birthday. I'm so glad I remembered to play this. Fuck, I didn't know that the game did that. I knew that there was some birthday stuff, but I didn't know that Mads Mikkelsen would just tell me happy fucking birthday. Awesome. Oh fuck, I wasn't recording that. You know what? I don't have any guessing. I'll deal with it. If the stream is, I mean, am I in sync, everyone? And is the audio good? Okay. I'm gonna skip most of the explanatory dialogue because everything is almost, you'll know. I'm not gonna skip story dialogue, but if it's like tutorial stuff, I'll probably skip it because everything's pretty self-explanatory from like a bystander view. I mean, pretty much private locker, my stuff, shared locker. Other people playing this game can leave stuff for me to help in my adventure. That's all you gotta know. Man, I really wish I had my Mads Mikkelsen figure out here. I do, by the way. For my birthday, actually, I got the Nendoroid of Sam Porter Bridges and that character whose name we don't know yet, so I won't spoil it. But I do have figures of both of them. I'm waiting for the full-scale action figure of Sam to come out. I might buy it. I really want there to be a Dead Man figure. Even if it was a Nendoroid, I'd be happy. I'd like the core cast. I'd like a Mama. I'd like a Die Hardman. I'd like a Dead Man most of all. Amelie and Heartman. Those would be like my top figures I'd want. Okay, what am I delivering so far? I have no orders. So I think... There we go. The one thing that blows... And yeah, I am being this guy... is that I have to bump this game down to 1080p to stream it. It runs well in 4K if I'm playing it by myself, but if I'm streaming it, it does chug a little bit. And I really want to experience this game in 4K. In fact, it's my fucking birthday. Let me see if I can do that real quick, if that's going to hurt the stream or not. Okay, people who are watching the stream, bear with me now. Tell me if this takes a bump. Because last time, I was streaming and recording at the same time, and now I'm only streaming. So, don't let me know if it looks better, because it won't on your end. It'll still be 1080. But is the game hitching at all? If the game seems to be hitching, I will lower it back to 1080. I'll have to wait till I get a 2080 graphics card to stream this in 4K. And a fucking amazing internet connection. Okay, so far they're saying looks good. Because I'll be honest, it's my birthday, so it's the time for honesty. I'm playing this more for me than for you. I'm using this as an excuse to replay through Death Stranding. Instead of playing... Oh... It might be hitching. Damn it. Oh well. Probably just take up too much resources. Well, it had high memory for streaming, which I think means... If it continues to hitch, let me know. Because it might just be this game. I might not be able to stream this game, you know? You never know. Not all games are made to stream. Maybe I'll get a PS5, play it on there with a capture card. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a PS5 and a capture card. Like, I have the fucking money to do that. I'm just rich out of nowhere. Oh yeah, you guys gave me $80 tonight. I'm giving it all back because I've secretly been a billionaire. No, I don't have $600 to throw around for 2 games. I mean, one of those games being a Souls game does make it tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I saw how good that Demon Souls remake looks. It does look fucking sweet. And I'll cop to it. I never beat Demon Souls. I played Demon Souls a lot when it came out, but it was too hard for me then. And I didn't really understand the Souls genre, kind of the rules that make up those games. It took Dark Souls 2, the one that everyone hates, for how Souls games are supposed to work to kind of click in my head. And then I was able to go back and play 1, which I'm still playing through, and 3, and Bloodborne. But I've never gone back to Demon Souls, so I was thinking, hey, you know, if I ever get a PS5, Demon Souls. But it's like $600 for 1 game. For the amount of money I make, that's like a month's pay. Your boy don't make a lot of money. You know, that's just what it is. You know, sadly, God, it's my birthday and I'm getting depressed now. Sadly, because of my health concerns, mental health, it's hard for me to hold like a steady job, and it's exceptionally hard for me to move up in the corporate ladder, so to say. So I basically work out of the home and I take what opportunities I can get. And being a freelance employee for different people is kind of feast or famine. There's some months where everyone's knocking down my door, and then there's some months where it's just like not that much going on. I've been exceptionally busy with OSW. That's been paying the bills. Thank God for Jay. Thank God for Jay for trusting me with his baby, pretty much. But, like, yeah, if this channel took off and I was able to make enough money to buy, like, a PS5 and all this stuff, I still would probably hesitate on pulling the trigger on one until there were more games for it. Because I gotta get my teeth looked at. If I'm gonna be frank with all of you. I got a fucking tooth that's been hurting me. Okay. Courage X says the frame rate's going good. I did bump it back down to 1080, so we're just gonna have to play it at 1080p. It's no big deal. I was just wanting to use my brand new fancy monitor. Not brand new, I've had it for almost a year. But I got a 4K monitor, it was on sale. I think Black Friday. Had it since then, I think. Like, honestly, it was my dream for Gamegrave to take off and for me to get a lot of views. But I'll be honest, I botched the first episode. I didn't give myself enough time to complete it. I started way too late to make that thing as professional as it could have been. But even if it was better, I don't think it would have taken off. I think I just need to realize that I don't have it. I don't have that X factor that makes people popular online. I don't have the charisma, per se. You know. And honestly, I work so much, I work so many hours that it's hard for me to make this channel, like, my #1 priority in life. But, like, the dream is that it would be. Like, when I quit my job at fucking GameStop 9 years ago, God, over 9 years ago, that was, like, the dream. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing for a while. It's gonna get popular, hopefully, and then I can parlay that into making indie games. And there was, like, a whole thing, this whole life plan that none of it hit. I'm 37. I'm allowed to bitch about my life. I just turned 37 today. 37, no kids, no car. Can't drive, though. Mental problems. Thank you for your contribution. Found up that hill, running on that road, with no problem. If I only could make a deal with God, get him to change our places. That song's about pegging, by the way. It is. You can ask her, like, hey, Kate, is this about pegging? She's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. I love that shit. Yeah, sometimes I feel I complain too much, which is definitely true. But also, I feel like being honest, you know? I like being frank about what's going on behind the scenes of the channel and everything.
Delivering cargo.
And yeah, if you're wondering, like, oh, how come there hasn't been, like, a Game Grave every other month, I just don't have the time.
All right then.
It's a Kate Bush song, if you're wondering. Is it just called Running Up That Hill?
Please access delivery.
I think it's Running Up That Hill, brackets, deal with God. Okay, they want me to construct a post box and raw materials. Do I have enough?
You'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a
I think I already have one. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to ditch some stuff. How am I looking now? I'm looking okay. Let's attach these to the suit. Yeah, but sadly, because I spend so much time editing other people's YouTube channels, and that's how, you know, I get food on the table. I just don't have the time to really focus on getting my videos done. That's why there's like 6-month downtime sometime.
Head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Okay. Because, like, I feel bad that, like, the Illbleed thing wasn't done in a month, you know? It took a whole year. But COVID had us all really depressed and hard to make videos, you know? We don't do a lot of location shooting, but we need to get, like, materials and stuff. And it was really hard to get materials and stuff ready. And, you know, Melody didn't want to do certain things anymore, so that really kind of pushed the time frame back. I don't know if we're gonna have a finale for Illbleed. It was all kind of building up to this one giant video that I had in mind that, like, the whole series has been building up to. The whole Illbleed series, that is. I don't know if that's going to happen now. If I do, the video portions will all be me, and maybe I can get Melody to sit in for the gameplay. I don't know. But as far as Gamegrave, I am still working on it behind the scenes. There will be a new episode. So yeah, hopefully I'll have the next Gamegrave out in a couple months. It really depends on when I get free time to get everything ready. But it's gonna be kind of like this for a while. I'm gonna focus more on streams, because that's something I can just put together and jump in. You know, it takes me a few hours to set up because I use a camera and lights, and as we saw today, apparently I can't consistently stream with my audio synced to my video. I thought I could just set it to something like... I thought, oh, if it's 200 milliseconds of a delay in my audio program, then it should be a 200 millisecond in delay for video. But apparently not. Apparently it still fucks up. So I gotta keep an eye on that. So yeah, it is gonna take me a few hours to set up, but still, I can jump into it and give you content.
Sam, I see you've
Sam.
arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
Here we go. It's Strangelove's casket. And here's her ghost.
Good work, Sam. That's
Now you
fine
can all
to
send me
post box.
birthday gifts.
If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind?
I will later.
Right by you.
I felt bad because I didn't really use the post box that much in my original playthrough. But what I did do is build all the fucking roads, and people appreciated that. That's how I gave back to the community, is I was the guy that built the roads. Okay. Okay, just a straight shot. Just jogging on down. I'm very heavy, though. I'm probably carrying too much. But too bad, because I'm gonna pick up that package over there. Ooh, boy. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I'm gonna stream a lot more often, and that's gonna be my main content output, is here on Twitch. But that does not mean I'm, you know, giving up on my live action stuff. But live action stuff is pretty much just gonna be Gamegrave. Because Phasmophobia, sadly, is dead. What can I say? If we do another episode, it'll be the finale. If we don't do another episode, maybe I'll just do the skit and upload the skit and not have, you know, the actual final gameplay segment. It's all pretty much all in Melody's court. As always, ask me anything. I always put that in everything because literally ask me anything. I'm very open about almost all aspects in my life. You know? I guess I shouldn't say literally. There are some shit that you should know not to ask someone. But like if you ask, Chris, what's the circumference of your butthole? I'm not going to tell you because I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. If you want to measure it, that's $70 a month in the Patreon for that perk. But this is my chill out game. This is my taking it easy, taking to the sites, going for a jog, hauling packages. Okay, on my way. My ears itch from wearing these headphones all day. If you're a viewer and you're watching right now, I don't mind you lurking, but just give me a sign in the chat that you're with me right now. A thumbs up, a smiley face, just something. Because I sometimes don't trust the viewer count, honestly. It'll say like, oh, you got 10 viewers and there'll be nothing. Or it'll say you got no viewers and I'll have like 7 or 8 people. Right now it's reading at 7. I'm not one of them. Because I'm not... I used to have to watch my own streams to see the chat, but I switched to OBS and luckily they have the chat built in.
Heads up, Sam.
Uh-oh.
Your cargo's been pinged. Move
Oh no.
now before someone has eyes on you.
The bad guys, they want my cargo. The bad guys in this game are called mules, which you would think, oh yeah, they're a mule, like a pack mule, whatever. But they're actually named after this old Atari game, called Mule, which was one of the first multiplayer, like, resource simulator games. I've played it, it's actually quite interesting. You play as these large robotic mules on, like, an alien planet. And the whole thing is about buying and selling resources. In fact, the game was made by a trans game dev. What's going on? Oh, it's a cutscene. Okay. Curry Jacks asked, if I could redesign any franchise that I feel I could do better, what would it be? For example, I don't like how the Force works in Star Wars. Here's how I would do it.
Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than the rest of the BTs.
Someone posted a picture of a Pokemon. That's one off the bat that I feel like I could do better, but I feel like they've course corrected and did what I would have done from the start. I don't like the idea of Pokeballs. I like the ideas of Pokemons being more like your pet or your companion, which is kind of like what Pikachu was to Ash. But then Pikachu had all these other Pokemon in Pokeballs, and they act like, oh, they like it there. And I can't imagine being in stasis is fun for fucking anyone. I kind of like how Pokemon now, you see like almost everyone has their animals more as their pets outside the Pokeballs. But I also don't like how they fight. I'd make it so they're just pets that hang out and kick it around. Other franchises I feel like I could do better designing. Oh, that's a hard one. Honestly, I'm gonna say it, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog has a lot of upside. I don't feel like the people who make the games know what the fuck it should be, when what it should be is fucking obvious. Sonic is all about speed, but everything in a Sonic game is meant to slow you down. They're speed traps, as if, oh, if speed is the thing that like Sonic excels at, then his arch enemy would be things to stop his momentum. But I feel like that always hurts the gameplay. So like the 3D Sonic games suck. I hate every 3D Sonic game I've ever played. A lot of the 2D Sonic games also suck. Oddly enough, you see in the fan communities, fan games, better ideas for Sonic games. And I was playing, of all games, Mario Odyssey. And there's that level where it's the desert level, where you have this wide, just expansive desert. And there's a lot of power-ups Mario can pick up that makes him run super fast. And I'm just running through this desert at a blazing speed, and I'm like, this is what the Sonic game should be. The Sonic game should be giant open-world maps that just allow you to go as fast as possible and you hit ramps and stuff. Not these tight corridors and these levels that shunt you from place to place in a very obvious direction, which is what most 3D Sonic games are. And people always say, oh, well, this one's different. Oh, no, Sonic Colors is different. Sonic World is different. Sonic blah blah is different. Sonic and the 7 Deadly Sins, whatever the fuck it's called, is different. And I play and I'm like, no, this is the same fucking claustrophobic bullshit. I want something not like this, because this is too hilly. But like, think of like if Green Hill Zone was something more akin to this. Think if Sam Porter Bridges could run at 90 miles an hour. Which, later on, he does get kind of fast. You will see that in the game. That's what a Sonic game should be. So that's, yeah, you know what? That's the thing that I say I could fix. You take the second level in Mario Odyssey, that desert level, and you say, that's the basis for level design for Sonic. Big, giant, open worlds with ramps and loop-de-loops. Which, like I said, I've seen in fan games. I've seen fan games do that kind of shit. And I can't believe the creators of Sonic haven't figured that out yet. So that's the one franchise I think if you let me behind the helm. Because like I said, Sonic has a lot of upside. Sonic has, like, character design that is instantly recognizable. There's a whole subgenre of, like, the Sonic style character. And I know you're going to be like, oh yeah, and pornography for weirdos on Discord, on DeviantArt. But no, like, the Sonic OC thing has gone so far that a lot of people, a lot of young artists today point at, like, Sonic OCs as, like, their first, like, dabbling into art. Like, I mean, I think if you look at the people who make OKKO, that show that was on Cartoon Network for a while, a lot of them, you know, start off in, like, fan communities online when they were real young. You know? So Sonic has, like, this character design that's instantly recognizable. You see a Sonic character, you get it. So that's an upshot. Sonic also has one of the best fucking soundtracks ever. Another upshot. But the down is always the gameplay. I hate the gameplay of Sonic. I've yet to play a Sonic game that I would say, oh, I want to play more of this. Shit. Baby, I need you to stop crying for a little bit. Oh boy, they're right there. Oh boy. Oh, fuck. Asking more game design questions. That was fun. It's always easy to backseat when it comes to creative work. I would have simply done this. Sorry, my allergies are really bad. But yeah, like I said, it's always easy to backseat when you don't have to take into the development time, budget, and hardware into consideration. You just think that video games can magically just be made, you know, whatever failing there is, it's a failing of imagination and nothing else. Uh-oh. Odoroid, wake up. Baby.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
You're in ghost territory, Sam. Oh, shit. I let my baby get too sad. I'm a terrible father.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
You gotta spec your BBs, everyone. Let's get a bite. Melody actually made me, for Christmas, she made me little crypto bites out of Sculpey and suspended them in this little jar. It's really cool. I might be able to show it. And yes, I know how confusing it is that my sister is Melody, and now the person I stream with sometimes is Melly. Melody, and sometimes I call them both Mel. And then the lady from Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Her name is Cousin Mel. No, don't fall over. No, don't fall over. No. Sam, you're being ridiculous. You're being a little crybaby, Sam. Okay, don't worry. I got this. We're just gonna offload for now. I'll come back for this stuff. No harm, no foul. Need to take a sip of some Monster Energy drink. I wish there was a mod that just changed that to water. Because whenever I say that, like, oh, you gotta take a sip of your Monster Energy drink, I really feel like this is like one of those games made by Lifesavers back in the 90s, that Captain Crunch game.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying.
More like scan Porter Bridges, am I right?
Remain locked until departure. Cargo
I hate
verified.
myself.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna get bad points for this. This cargo is nasty looking.
Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Yeah. You gotta watch more cutscenes. More people gotta wish me happy birthday. I should have expected to do happy birthday because when it was Christmas, Mads Mikkelsen dressed up as Santa and said ho ho ho. This is a holographic Coke.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Hey, weren't joking when they said you
I
were
double clicked too
original.
fast, sorry. You're a bloody legend, Sam. Ripper. Gave me that S. Yes. 2 stars. Almost 3.
Okay, it's time. Do you...
Oh no, Sam. One of those USB keys is Randy Pitchford. It's the one he lost at medieval times. I think Calorie Mate is less offensive to us Westerners because we don't really have Calorie Mate over here. If we do, it's not a huge brand. But like Monster Energy drink is a huge brand over here. So it's very jarring.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Well, you're welcome.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. Think of it as our way of returning the favor.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
Back's starting to lock up. Okay, what all do I have on my back that I need to deliver?
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Here's the problem, your baby's raw.
A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Cook it for 400, then stick a fork in it, and if it comes out clean, then you know it's done.
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
It all makes perfect sense.
These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the steel mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
We're gonna get the baby high. Is what they're saying.
You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your
You don't have
results
blood, it's
soon.
spicy ketchup.
Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Good night, Guillermo. You forgot to give me my 3 wishes. Yeah, there's a lot of people who think the story, especially that element, is way too fucking grim and dark. If you believe that, buckle up, it gets a lot darker. This game is severely fucked up in that way.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's
Fuck,
having
just the
children
cans in
anymore.
the foreground.
But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
It will. Ghosts hate
But
patriotism.
we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
I had dust on my screen. Just gotta get a little scratch. No, it's funny. She said London Bridge is falling
Hello,
down.
Sam. This is Hartman.
Bridges.
Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
I want to see how that thing wangles and dangles. Sam, I need you to drop trow. You've been a very sloppy boy.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Chirelli. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you.
Gamer boy
Should the opportunity
bathwater.
arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react.
I'm gonna use it to cook my ramen.
Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, oh, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Is everyone in the chat ready to read? Just kidding. I'll read the emails in my own time. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an episode where I just read emails. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Bye, Brain Milkshake. Oh, I've got bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare medals, Sam. Everyone at the Distro Center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. The bike you saw outside, the battery's dead. Oh, fucking hell. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry, I've got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world, even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Baton, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, ew. I don't like the little splashes after lose half his load. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Hey, it's that dickhead. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set up ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness, oh fuck, that sentence just fucking cut through me like a knife, will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnots, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside, skeleton face. When Central went up, I told myself, this was it, America's done. Everyone was feeling it too. and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin, sorry. I thought it was just the oxytocin too. But that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us the glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again even. Watchtowers too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one, and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. Cry, jizz. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Thumbs up. Oh, Soul Out Boy's also going to bed. Good night. Oh, so I gotta ask a question. What would I change, if anything, in the Borderlands franchise? Literally everything. I fucking hate
Sam,
Borderlands.
We received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Yeah. Like, Borderlands has the ability to irritate me more than any other game at almost every fucking design choice. One of the worst scripts in video game, some of the worst dialogue in video games. The very nature of the gameplay is garbage. I'll get into it after this cutscene.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
But it's Chris's birthday.
But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Sister woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
The woman in a mask. It's Die Hardman's sidekick. Die Hard woman.
Sam,
Predator
out
woman.
of curiosity, how's it do?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
Even that filthy
You're the
Igor.
expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me.
I
in
think
trying
we
to
understand
learn
how
more,
black
that almost
boxes
all
work,
of the
right?
old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam,
Dead man's honor, everyone.
delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Yeah.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Bilbo Baggins. He's got that ring. He's a master thief. Okay. Let's store some of our cargo. Put on some new boots. I'll get some chiral crystals while I'm out there.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your... If you don't have it on you, consider... You never know when you...
Anyway, so my problems with Borderlands. Some of the worst writing in video game history. Everything is just so extra and irritating in like that robot chicken kind of way. Where it thinks it's so fucking funny, but it's actually just annoying. But then it points out the fact that it's annoying as if that fixes everything. But it doesn't. I'm sorry. You know, I hate when things are self-aware that they're bad, but then act like the fact that they point that out is a good enough excuse for being bad. Like, no, we made this character shit on purpose. Trust us. As far as the gameplay of Borderlands, I think it handles poorly. I think the gunplay is very unsatisfying. And that's mostly to do with the whole core concept. The whole conceit of Borderlands is getting better and different weapons constantly and doing more damage. The fact that like the levels, the character enemies level up and stuff makes it so weaker guns just feel like you're hitting them with like marshmallow shooters and stuff. And it makes like a real big disconnect when you're shooting a character in the face over and over again with a machine gun and nothing's fucking happening. You know, they're taking a little chip damage. But also the idea that you're constantly picking up loot, like a Diablo, right? You're constantly picking up guns as loot. Constantly halts the action. There's too many gun pickups. There are so many times where I'll be playing with someone and they'll have to stop because, oh, I need to see what this gun does. Oh, I need to see what this gun does. I need to see what this gun does. But also you have to constantly go into your inventory and drop guns that you don't need because you have a limit for carrying. So, like, literally, I don't think I can make a good version of Borderlands. I hate it from its very core. Everything about it feels bad. And every Borderlands.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until the weapons restrictions lifted.
What am I even doing? Okay, guess I'm just heading to our mule camp. I mean, I guess if I had to redesign Borderlands... Oh, never mind.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Anyway, step one, I would make the loot drops happen a lot less often. I'd make it so maybe you just got loot after beating a boss. I'd make it 1/10 or 1/50th the amount of times guns drop in that fucking game. And then two, I just make the combat feel better. I mean, there's no other way around it. The combat just doesn't feel good. You know, it's hard to explain, but there's a certain disconnect with games like Borderlands that the action has.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Okay.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Oh. There we go.
Construction complete.
I found their boots, sir. Is that a cave? Is that a cave? Home run. Yeah, like I've said before, the Death Stranding streams are... they're kind of, you know, the more relaxed streams. I'm not going to be super animated and super talkative. Come on. Nope. Can't use the ladder, so I'm just gonna climb it by hand. Anyone here? Hello? I'm here to take your stuff. I'm gonna get it. Shit, what the fuck? I hit the button. Oh well. back. Ah, yes, the power of Satan unlocks this. Oh, that's a lot of metals, but that's gonna weigh me down. Yep, that was a dumb idea. I'll come back for you, metals.
Okay, Sam. Grab the cargo and get the hell out of there.
Oh shit, they hear me. Watch out, he has a ladder! Oh shit. My performance enhancing beverage!
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
There's 3 guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oop, there seems to be a data pod, though. Okay. I think most people have gone to bed by this point, so we're gonna call it a night here in a second. I got a lot of work to do anyway. Aha, is it up there? Will my ladder not work? Why do I even have these ladders?
Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
I'm gonna make someone very, very happy. Aww. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want to trip and fall. Good thing I have this rope made of my blood.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So
That's
after some
bullshit.
consideration,
That
we
is
put it
such
back in.
bullshit.
Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
I'm sorry, but if anything has taught us in the last few years is that people are thrilled about the dehumanization
Scanning bridges
of the workforce. I am terrified of it.
All weapons will remain locked.
Because like he said, gave jobs to people, you know, who couldn't live without them. But I think that meant more in the mental sense. I mean more in the physical sense that
Sam Porter Bridges.
the depersonalization of the workforce is really gonna put a lot of people out of work. Wait, what? There we go.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Thanks for hooking up our soda stream, Sam Porter Bridges. Now I can make flashing fruit punch at home.
Sam. Not too well, I imagine. Condition. Not...
Okay, this is just talking about shoes. We don't need to hear this. I'm starting to slur my words. I think that's a good time to call it a night, people. Chris is getting the sleepy bye-byes.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer
Thank you for saying happy
massive
birthday.
volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my
I promise I'm not drinking your pee.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Now, if you don't mind me, I gotta wonder why Ryan Gosling isn't returning any of my phone calls. Well, this has been Death Streaming. I've been your host, Chris. Today's my birthday, and thankfully, Mads Mikkelsen told me happy birthday. Get ready for more streams in the future. What are we doing? More streams. I'm going to sleep. I'm a sleepy baby. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to DD. Thanks to Sold Out Boy, Courier Jacks, Calder Gaming. So read through the donations. Falcon X7X, Courier Jacks, Caller Gaming, Melly, Sold Out Boy, Marking at Lightspeed. New followers, we got Deacon LaDerp, which is my favorite Dark Souls 3 boss fight. Kate Chups, they're delicious. They take like ketchup. Cat Lane 10 and Warlord Maximus. Hooray. Video games. Good night. From video games.